Hey, hello, hi. So I just wanted to talk about this very book. It's Heart Lamp. It's basically a collection of short stories by Banu Mustaq. She has written these like stories in Kannada, but they have been translated into English by Deepa Basti. Now, this is kind of the first book or first collection of short stories which got the award of International Booker Prize 2025. Now, this very book, this work, it's a collection of 12 short stories. And I know like it's a pirated version which I got, and it's not my mistake because ठीक है, I ordered it from Amazon and I got a pirated version. वो अलग दुख है मेरा. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about it. This very like this collection of story I found actually pretty interesting because it tells the story of everyday life of basically women who are living in a patriarchal conservative family in South India, especially the Muslim women. उनके बारे में इन्होंने लिखा है. And like maybe in future I might just flip some pages and read some lines from this very book. किसी story का मैं कर सकता हूँ. But one thing which becomes kind of interesting इस किताब के बारे में दो चीज़ें जो मुझे लगती हैं काफ़ी interesting है. And I'm sorry I'm not showing my face because it's past midnight and yeah, I do not want to show my disheveled face. So I was saying that the two things which I kind of liked or it intrigued me about this book. The very first thing is like the sectarian kind of division which we have, like among the Muslims and non-Muslims. So sometimes when you read the Muslim stories, so you get the peek in the houses of Muslims who are living, and what kind of things they are being discussed in their families, what kind of ethical moral values they are being still observed. Some values they might have been they might be like familiar to you, some values they might not be familiar to you. तो वो एक ऐसा विंडो शो करता है ना जिसके बारे में शायद हमको नहीं पता होता, बिकॉज ऑफ दिस होल सेक्टेरियन थिंग. कई बार ऐसा होता है स्पेशली मिलेनियल्स के साथ ये हो सकता है, काफ़ियों के साथ कि लाइक ठीक है दे माइट नॉट हैव मेनी मुस्लिम फ्रेंड्स, या हों भी तो शायद उनके घर ना जाते हों तो ये एक ऐसा पीक देता है. एंड आई नो लाइक इट्स अ बिट सैड थिंग, बट येस लाइक इट गिव्स अ पीक इनटू दैट वर्ड. समथिंग विच हैज़ बीन डिस्कस्ड इन अनदर बुक मुस्लिम वैनिशेस बाय सईद नकवी. इसके बारे में फिर कभी. एंड अनदर थिंग विच इज़ इंटरेस्टिंग अबाउट दीज स्टोरीज इज़ लाइक दे हैव बीन रिटन फ्रॉम 1990 टू 2003. वो टाइम स्पैन रहा, तो इस टाइम स्पैन में हम ये देखते हैं कि लाइक it basically talks about like these stories, they have been in fact written from 1990 to 2023. Okay, so at the span of like 30 years they have been written. So in a certain manner that stories they also evolved, the emotional evolution also happened. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about this.